AAA had launched a quarterly digital newsletter with all the updated information about the university, and it is reaching out to all the registered members. Since huge information is being dumped from all the corners, we are seriously working out to make this newsletter released on monthly basis very soon. Finally, AAA places on record its sincere thanks to the Vice Chancellor of Andhra University, Registrar, Rector, principals of all the colleges and every faculty of the university for their active support all the times. Also, specially thank the working team of the AAA led by CS Vagira and GMR Group representative Mrs. Bhuna Chakravarti for a close coordination and conduct of the AAA affairs, and especially this particular annual event, Waves 2024. With these few words, I conclude my report and thanking you all once again.
Thank you, sir. It was good to know the progress made by AAA. It's my pleasure to welcome Professor Sashi Bhushan Rao, Vice Chancellor, Andhra University and Chief Patron AAA, to give his address.
Good evening to all of you. With great humility and pride, I stand before you as in charge Vice Chancellor of this prestigious university. On behalf of Andhra University, I extend a warm welcome to all of you to this AAA Annual Day meet. As the Vice Chancellor of this university, it is my privilege to extend a special welcome to respected Sri Nara Lokesh Garu, Honorable Minister for HRD, IT and RTG. Sri M. Sri Bharat, Honorable Member of Parliament, Visakhapatnam. Dr. G.M. Rao, Chairman of GMR Group of Industries. Sri S.N. Subramanian, Chairman and Managing Director of L&T. Padma Sri Adinarayana Garu, the present past chairpersons, Vice Chairman, Secretary and committee members of AAA, along with other distinguished guests on and off the dais, and officials of Andhra University. Sir, we are fortunate to have Sri Nara Lokesh Garu with us today. He is a forward-thinking and dynamic leader, deeply committed to improving education and driving our state toward progress. His efforts in advancing education across Andhra Pradesh have brought significant positive changes and promoted a forward-looking approach in higher technical, secondary and elementary education. Under his leadership, universities in our state are witnessing remarkable progress. He actively promotes teamwork and encourages ideas and contributions from all groups and communities. We are deeply honored to have our Member of Parliament, Sri M. Sri Bharat, with us today. He always strives to elevate our education system to global standards with moral and ethics. My dear students, the students and faculty of Andhra University take great pride in recognizing Dr. G.M. Rao. As the founder chairman of AAA, he has consistently upheld strong ethical values in all his endeavors. I am also proud to share that Dr. G.M. Rao's vision, mission and goals are focused on elevating Andhra University to new heights and helping it achieving global standards of excellence. As the chief architect of Andhra University Alumni Association, he has played a key role in its growth and success. We are fortunate to have Sri S.N. Subramanian, Chairman and Managing Director L&T, among us in these celebrations. He has transformed L&T into a global engineering powerhouse and successfully integrated cutting-edge digital technologies into its projects and operations. Sir, I would like to take a moment to highlight a few recent achievements of our university. We have achieved 85% placement rate across all disciplines. Our university is now truly global, with 1,250 international students from 64 countries, representing 8% of our total student strength. Sir, we maintain a strong commitment to research, one project for every 3 faculty members. Through 11 advanced skill development centers, we have trained over 16,000 plus students from the north coastal districts of Andhra Pradesh. Sir, I wish to mention that AU became a unique incubation and innovation center, namely the AHUB, as well as the mighty IoT and AML Center of Excellence. Looking ahead, as envisioned by our Honorable Minister, our goal is to achieve an overall ranking between 10 and 15 in India and within 100 to 200 range globally in the coming years. Coming to centenary celebrations, I am delighted to share that our university will celebrate its 100th anniversary on 26th April 2026, sir. The centenary celebrations will begin from April 2025 with events like conferences, seminars, workshops, sports, culture programs, and many more. I sincerely invite you all to join in these historic celebrations. We are confident that the centenary celebrations will be grand and memorable. Thanks to the wholehearted support of Dr. G.M. Rao and the invaluable encouragement of Sri Nara Lokesh garu. Sirs, your guidance and leadership are crucial in achieving our goals and fulfilling our mission. Thank you all.
Thank you, Sir V.C. Garu. Thank you so much for your very, very inspiring words. So before I invite the next person who is the son of the soil, I'd like to acknowledge the batchmates of Mr. G.M. Rao, who's here with us today. Let's hear it for them, please. They have a friendship of over 50 years, and they are here with us. They recently celebrated the Silver Jubilee, 50 years of togetherness. So that's what friendship looks like. Thank you. It's my privilege once again to invite the man of the soil, the visionary entrepreneur, and the man who inspires millions of youth in the region and the country at large. Dr. G.M. Rao, Chairman GMR Group and Founder Chairman AAA. Sir, I request you to address the gathering, please. Next.
Okay. అందరికీ నమస్కారం అండి. ఆనరబుల్ మినిస్టర్ శ్రీ నారా లోకేష్ గారికి, అవర్ చీఫ్ గెస్ట్ శ్రీ ఎన్ సుబ్రహ్మణ్యం గారికి, డాక్టర్ ఎస్పి ఆదినారాయణ గారికి పద్మశ్రీ, అవర్ ఎంపీ భరత్ గారు, వాళ్ళ తాతగారు నాకు బాగా స్నేహితులు మూర్తి గారు, అల్యూమిని చైర్మన్ ఏఎస్ రావు గారు, వైస్ చైర్మన్ ప్రొఫెసర్ శశిభూషణ్ గారు, టీటీడీ మన తెలుగుదేశం ప్రెసిడెంట్ గారు, అండ్ అదర్ dignitaries on the dais, and all my classmates of 51 years, we are all friends here, and alumni and students and other dignitaries. Good evening, everybody. It is my honor to welcome you to our university's Alumni Association annual gathering. I am delighted to see so many esteemed alumni reunited here today, bound together by our shared legacy and pride in our alma mater. It is our privilege to host Sri N. Subramanian, Chairman of Managing Director L&T, a multinational conglomerate with a diverse presence in engineering, infrastructure, IT, and financial services. Mr. Subramanian's illustrious career spans 40 years at L&T, demonstrating perseverance, hard work, and strong value system. Just he completed 40 years in L&T. He has led the company's transformation into diversified conglomerate, embracing manufacturing, technology, and strategic investments. Under the Mr. Subramanian's visionary leadership, L&T has contributed significantly to India's growth and development. His exceptional qualities, including strategic foresight, collaborative leadership, and humility, have inspired many. For the past 2 decades, we had the privilege of learning from Mr. Subramanian Garu, and each time interaction has been an invaluable learning experience. We are honored to have him with us and look forward to gaining insight from his experience. On behalf of the Andhra University and Alumni Association, I extend warm welcome to Subramanian Garu. His presence is an honor, and we are grateful for the opportunity to learn from his experience and insights. Following the global pandemic, we have reconvened for the 3rd year in succession, bringing us ever closer to the highly anticipated Centennial celebrations. The forthcoming Shatabdi Mahotsav in 2025 promises to be a momentous occasion, marking 100 years of our institution's unwavering commitment to excellence, its rich and storied legacy, its unrelenting pursuit of academic distinction. This milestone anniversary will serve as a testament to our institution's profound and lasting impact on generation of scholars and the wider community. We indeed very fortunate to be living in an era of unprecedented growth and transformation. Thanks for the visionary leadership of our Prime Minister Narendra Modi Garu and Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Nara Garu and Minister for Human Resource Development, IT and Development Sri Nara Lokesh Garu. Their tireless efforts have been instrumental in shaping the future of our great nation and the state of Andhra Pradesh. I am deeply honored to express my admiration for these exceptional leaders. India has undergone a transformative journey under the Prime Minister Modi's leadership, with significant advancement in technology and infrastructure, academic development. Initiatives like Make in India, Digital India, and Skill India have fostered entrepreneurship, innovation, and job creation, propelling India to become one of the fastest growing major economies globally. With a projected aspiration to become a 3rd largest economy by 2030, India is emerging as a powerful partner in the Indo-Pacific region, shaping the global economic landscape. India's rapid growth is driven by its digital transformation. The country's technological advancement, including its tech stake, have showcased the prowess and surpassing many developed nations. With all this, India is poised to become a leader in technology adoption and innovation, embracing technological disruption as a new normal. With the 68 unicorns and ranking as the 3rd largest unicorn hub globally, India has solidified its position in the startup ecosystem. The country's equity market capitalization has surpassed almost 5 trillion, a milestone achieved by only 4 other nations. As India continues to grow, it is likely to play a crucial role in shaping the global economic order. Friends, as you are aware, effective governance relies on a harmonious balance between a strong leadership at the center and state levels. Just as a two-wheeler requires a balance to move forward, a good governance needs a robust leadership at both levels to propel progress. In our state, we are very fortunate to have a Honorable Chief Minister Garu, Nara Garu at helm, whose exemplary leadership has been instrumental in propelling Andhra Pradesh towards phenomenal expansion and revolution. You have seen yesterday, he participated 5 hours. He say AA for everyone, deep tech, 4 PPs. Really, and then what is his contribution to us? Until you have to graveyard, you must behave like a student. You have to learn. Lot of learnings from Honorable Chief Minister. Really, student is not just come out from the campus. What he says, you have to learn continuously until at the age of that age, 74, 75. He is still, as a student, lot of curiosity in him. And Andhra Pradesh has made a tremendous progress under the guidance of Chief Minister Nara Chandrababu Naidu garu, with the unveiling of the Swarna Andhra 2047 vision document being a significant milestone. This comprehensive roadmap outlines the state's development over the next 23 years, aiming to transform Andhra Pradesh into wealthy, healthy, and happy state. To achieve this vision, the government has formed a special task force, Accelerated Industrial Development, and chairing by Honorable CM and co-chaired by Tata Sons Chairman, Mr. Dr Chandrasekhan, and also our SNS Subramanian also is part of the task force. This task force comprises renowned industrialists and experts who will provide suggestions on achieving the state's economic goals. The government aims to make Andhra Pradesh India's top economy by 2027, focusing on key sectors like IT, pharmaceuticals, and renewable energy. Additionally, the state has launched several industrial policies focusing on sustainability, job creation, and foreign direct investment, with the goal of becoming a leading economic powerhouse. Last but not least, our Honorable Mr. Nara Lokesh garu has been instrumental in transforming Andhra Pradesh economy, particularly in the IT and electronics sectors. His efforts have attracted major companies like Microsoft, IBM, Google to set up operations in the state. Additionally, his visionary IT policy aims to propel Visakhapatnam into 100 billion economy city within 5 years, with the establishment of world-class artificial intelligence university being a key highlight. Honorable Mr. Lokesh garu initiatives such as Nedu Nadu and Navodayam have also promoted education entrepreneurship among the youth. His recent visit to the US to promote the state of investment potential has garnered positive response from the top industrialists and tech giants. Why I am saying our Honorable Chief Minister and Honorable Lokesh garu is focused on the Visakhapatnam. Being is very connected to our Andhra University. Being proud of alumni of Andhra University, India back on the institution's impressive history and the profound influence it has in my personal and professional journey. Sir, Lokesh garu, it is since inception in 1926, Andhra University has adopted a significant political changes. The university was established during the British colonial period. It played a crucial role in the freedom struggle by fostering a spirit of nationalism and intellectual independence among its students. Post-independence, the university has continued to contribute to the national building process by producing leaders, policy makers, and visionaries. We have shaped the political landscape of India. Just to highlight, sir, our esteemed university takes immense pride in having nurtured and produced exceptional leaders. We have gone to hold the country's highest officers, including the vice presidents. Located in Visakhapatnam, Andhra University has leveraged its strategic location to excel in the maritime and coastal studies, while also being at the forefront of technological innovation through collaboration with the top tech companies and research institutions. The university commitment to excellence, innovation, and global perspective has earned its reputation as a leader among academic institutions, providing a transformative educational experience that fosters academic rigor and intellectual exploration, lasting connections. As we look to the future, our aspiration is clear: to transform Andhra University into world-class global university. We envision an institution that attracts students, scholars, industry leaders from around the world, providing them with a transformative educational experience. To achieve this, we must prioritize innovation, rapid technological adoption, modern teaching methods, and the development of a robust digital academic infrastructure. Several external developments are aligning in favor of our institution's progress, including the UGC Regulation 2023, Visakhapatnam selection as a growth hub and pilot city, and the development of our Bhagapuram Airport. We have completed almost 50%. And thank you to Honorable CM Garu and Nara Lokesh, their support, and normally we want to complete 2026 December, but they've given a goal to 6 months, 9 months ahead of our schedule, and with L&T and our team, we will be complete before that, because our CM, our Chandrababu Garu, believes that airport will build the economic development. What he brought to Hyderabad city, that time, fortunately, we won the bid, and his vision and meet his expectations is very, very difficult. It's very, very high standard expectation, this one. Today, Hyderabad, high-tech city, is because of Nara Chandrababu Naidu. Nothing, there is no second part of him, this one is there. He brought a global recognition for India because of Honorable Chief Minister Nara Chandrababu Naidu. These developments will collectively propel our institution. What I'm saying, it's going to repeat for Vizag, Andhra. What happened now, Telangana, they're going to repeat here. These developments will collectively propel our institution forward, creating a thriving ecosystem that benefits students, faculty, and wider community. I firmly believe that with these united efforts, Vizag will transform into a city comparable to well-planned Bombay within a decade. I always feel that Vizag will become bigger than Bombay city. As we celebrate our legacy, we are committed to an ambitious goal, ranking among the top 100 universities globally by our centennial anniversary. This milestone is especially meaningful to me, having graduated from this institute in 1973, almost 51 years ago. Achieving this goal brings immense pride to our community and elevate the education system in Andhra Pradesh. To achieve this vision, we must adopt a process-driven approach, ensuring sustainability and consistency. Urge the Andhra University Alumni Association to implement tailored model, fostering long-term growth and development. I also request Sri Honorable Mr. Nara Lokesh Garu to constitute a cross-functional team to support this goal. The AAA GMR Group are committed to supporting this initiative. As a vital bridge connected to our past, present, future, the Alumni Association enables us to share experiences, leverage, and collective wisdom and support this university's development. And also, I invite fellow alumni to join forces, shape the future of our community by revitalizing the Andhra University Alumni Association, by contributing through mentorship, networking, financial support, and more. We can collectively drive the university's growth, create a positive impact on society, honor our legacy by striving and excellence. Now I invite, thank you very much for this one, is very great. This one. Thank you, Andy.
Thank you, sir. Your humility is an inspiration. Andhra Pradesh is proud of you. Andhra University is even more proud of you. Thank you. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we have amongst us yet another gem of Vizag, the gem of Andhra, a doctor who is so selfless and innovative that the entire nation salutes him. We present a rare video of Dr Adinarayana receiving the Padma Shri.
Dr. Sunkar Venkata Adinarayan Rao, Chikitsa Orthopedics.
Let's hear it for Dr. Adinarayana, the gem of Andhra, the gem of Vizag. The nation salutes you, sir. He received his Padma Shri in the year 2022. work in the field of orthopedic medicine. Thank you, sir. You really are an honor. We are so privileged to have you amongst us today. Thank you, sir. I request Dr. S.K. Apparao to give an introduction to the one who needs none.
Sabaka Namaskaram. Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. I feel it is an honor and a privilege to introduce my Guru, mentor and role model, Dr. Venkata Adinarayana, who is a distinguished orthopedic surgeon, educator, philanthropist from Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh. Born on June 30th, 1939 in Bhimavaram, West Godavari district, Andhra Pradesh, to late Sri Kanakam Garu and late Srimati Sheshamma Garu. He has made remarkable contribution to the medical field, particularly in the rehabilitation of the and care of the individuals with disabilities caused by polio and cerebral palsy and other orthopedic conditions. Dr. Rao has completed his MBBS and Master of Surgery in Orthopedics from Andhra Medical College, Visakhapatnam, and has been actively involved in medical field since 1966. He has performed more than 3 lakh surgeries and treated 20 lakhs patients under his supervision. He has conducted 990 polio-free surgical camps across India and Nepal. His work has not only improved the quality of lives of lakhs of people, but also reduced their disability from 80% to 20%. Dr. Rao has held several prestigious academic and administrative positions in his career. He served in various capacities from assistant professor to professor of and HOD of Orthopedic Department, Andhra Medical College, and superintendent of Rani Chandramati Devi Hospital. Dr. Rao's dedication to his field is further reflected in his role as a founder and managing director trustee of the Free Polio Surgeries and Research Foundation, which has been at the forefront of providing free surgeries and medical care for polio-affected individuals. He is the Director General of Prime Hospital, which has focused on rehabilitation of people with disabilities, and he has established Physiotherapy College on his Guru's name, Dr. Vagresiddhi Institute of Physiotherapy. His dedication to social service was recognized when he was awarded Bhagwan Mahavir International Award in 2002 and has been honored by over 120 organizations for his contribution to the welfare of the physically handicapped. He has received National Award for the Best Service from the Government of India and Diwali Ben Mohanlal Mehta Award. In 2022, he was honored with the Padma Shri, one of India's highest civilian awards for his exceptional service to the humankind. In addition to his medical and social service roles, Dr. Rao has been deeply involved in extracurricular activities. He served as the president of District Football Association, Visakhapatnam, from 1974 to 2003, and also as a vice president of Andhra Pradesh Football Association. He is also an honorary life member of Rotary Club of Visakhapatnam and has been part of several advisory board and committees, including those for the Institute of Physically Handicapped and High Power Committee of the Prevention of Disability in India. Dr. Rao is also an author and published many books, Surgery and Polio Disability, and Principles of Practice in Orthopedics, 4th edition. Dr. Rao's personal life is equally inspiring. He married to Dr. R. Sasiprabha Garu, who is also my teacher, a retired director of medical education,
an eminent obstetrician and gynecologist of North Coastal Andhra, and past president of Andhra Medical College World Students Association. She is a lifetime member of Senate member of Andhra University. They have Dr. Shesh Kamal and a son, Dr. Mr. Sasikiran, both of them living in UK. Though, through his relentless dedication to both his family and his work, Dr. Sunkar Venkata Adinarayana Rao continues to inspire countless individuals serving to make the world a better place for those who are in need. I pray God and wish him healthy, happy, long life. Thank you, one and all. Namaste.
I request Dr. Shashi Prabha to read out the message on behalf of Dr. Adinarayana, please. Welcome, ma'am. Let's hear it, please. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big hand, please.
Andarki namaskaram. Actually, I am an emergency invitee onto the dais. I want to, with the permission of the organizers, I am reading the message of my husband because I am Dr. Shashi Prabha, wife of Dr. S.V. Adinarayana Rao. He is having a problem with his throat. That's why I am representing him. Esteemed guests, colleagues and friends, it is with great honor and humility that I stand before you today. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to the organizers for inviting me to be the guest of honor today. My journey in medicine began many years ago, fueled by a deep-seated desire to alleviate suffering and improve the quality of life for others. I was fortunate to have received training in microvascular surgery and hand surgery in Munich, Germany, which broadened my horizons and equipped me with advanced surgical techniques. Upon my return to India, I dedicated myself to serving the needs of the underserved and marginalized. I realized that many individuals, particularly those affected by polio, were struggling with disabilities that limited their mobility and independence. It was this realization that inspired me to establish the Free Polio Surgical and Research Foundation. Our mission is simple yet profound: to make the immobile mobile and independent. Through the tireless efforts, we have conducted numerous free polio surgery camps across the country, reaching out to the most remote and underserved communities. There is a saying, the true measure of a doctor's success is not in the number of patients they see, but in the number of lives they touch. I believe that these words encapsulate the essence of our work at the foundation. At this time, I remember my guru, Dr. Vagreswaru Garu, who has taught me all this science and technology. We are committed to providing world-class medical care, regardless of a patient's socio-economic status. Our team of dedicated surgeons, therapists, and support staff work tirelessly to ensure that every patient receives the highest quality of care, irrespective of the socio-economic status. I am particularly proud of our efforts in training the next generation of orthopedic surgeons. We have trained over 38 young surgeons, equipping them with the latest surgical techniques and a deep sense of compassion. So I hope that this work goes on forever. And once again, I thank the organizers for giving me this opportunity. Thank you all.
Thank you, madam. Thank you very much. I'd like to acknowledge the family members of Dr. Adinarayana who are here, and also doctors from the Andhra Medical College. Let's hear it for them, please. Thank you very much. Well, are we ready for the minister? Yeah? Yeah, we'll have to hear louder than that. So what's the old saying? Like father, like son? We have amongst us the very young, very dynamic, progressive, visionary leader, Honorable Minister Sri Nara Lokesh Garu. Sir, I request you for your address, please. Welcome, sir. It's an honor to see you.
అందరికీ నమస్కారం. ఎన్ సుబ్రహ్మణ్యం గారు, చైర్మన్ ఎల్ఎన్టీ, జిఎంఆర్ గారు, చైర్మన్ జిఎంఆర్ గ్రూప్, జి శశిభూషణ్ గారు, వైస్ ఛాన్సలర్, శ్రీ ఎంపీ భరత్ గారు, పద్మశ్రీ డాక్టర్ ఎస్వి ఆదినారాయణరావు గారు, డాక్టర్ ఈ శంకర్రావు గారు, చైర్మన్ ఏఏఏ, డికే కుమారరాజు గారు, విసి ఏఏఏ, ప్రొఫెసర్ బి సత్యనారాయణ గారు, ఫార్మర్ చైర్మన్ ఏఏఏ, ఆకుల చంద్రశేఖర్ గారు, జనరల్ సెక్రటరీ ఏఏఏ, బివిఎన్ రావు గారు, బిజినెస్ హెడ్ జిఎంఆర్ గ్రూప్, టు మై honorable MLCs, MLAs, district collectors, and my dear friends. What I'm going to say is going to be bittersweet. As a person, I'm always told that I look at things straight and take them on. It is with immense pride and deep sense of honor that I stand before you today at this Alumnus Association meeting of our beloved Andhra University. This institution has been a beacon of knowledge, a cradle of innovation and a sanctuary for countless dreamers for nearly a century. Right from its establishment in 1926, sprawling 434-acre campus, Andhra University has been a beacon of knowledge and academic excellence, contributing immensely to the intellectual and social fabric of not only our state but our nation by serving nearly 3 lakh learners till date. A few notable alumni include Shri C.R. Rao Garu, eminent mathematician and statistician, Professor B.R. Rao Garu, former Vice Chairman UGC and Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar awardee, Sri M. Venkaya Naidu Garu, 13th Vice President of India, Dr. GMR Garu, Chairman GMR Group of Industries, Srimati Neeli Bendapudi, President Penn State University, Dr. D. Subbarao Garu, former Governor Reserve Bank of India, Justice Jasti Chalmeshwar Garu, former Justice Supreme Court of India, Sri BVR Mohan Reddy Garu, a renowned industrialist, and Purna Sagurthi Garu, Vice Chairman Bank of America, and many more luminaries whose achievements are a testament to the university's legacy. I congratulate Andhra University for its distinguished accomplishments and extend my heartfelt wishes for its continued success. Now comes the bitter part. However, as we gather here today, it is also a moment of reflection. While Andhra University has made incredible contributions to the world of education, it is undeniable that the standards and reputation of these great institutions have seen a decline in recent years. NARF University rankings declined from 16th in 2019 to 25th in 2024. Similarly, in the overall category, we slipped from 29 to 41. This is a sobering reality that calls for a collective action from all of us who hold this university close to our heart. I strongly believe that the theme for today's meeting should be rebuilding the glory of Andhra University, as it is both timely and significant. To restore Andhra University to its rightful place as a premier institution of higher learning, we all must come together as a community with unwavering resolve and shared vision. I envision Andhra University to not just reclaim the past glory, but to surpass by being a world-class institution of great learning, by becoming one among the top best universities, not only in India, but among the top 100 in the world. మీడియాలో నేను విద్యాశాఖ మంత్రి అవుతున్నానని వచ్చినప్పుడు చాలామంది నాకు మెసేజ్ పెట్టారు, విద్యాశాఖ చాలా కష్టమైనది, అంత అవసరమా ఐటీ ఇండస్ట్రీస్ ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్స్ ఇన్ఫ్రాస్ట్రక్చర్ తీసుకోండి అని చెప్తాను. ఒకటే చెప్పా, నాకు ఛాలెంజ్ అంటే చాలా ఇష్టమని. నన్ను విద్యాశాఖ మంత్రి చేసిన తర్వాత గౌరవ ముఖ్యమంత్రి చంద్రబాబు నాయుడు గారిని కలిసి ఆయన అడిగాను, సార్ మీరు మీ డైరెక్షన్ నాకేంటి అని. అప్పుడు ఆయన ఒకటే చెప్పారు, ఎన్ఐఆర్ఎఫ్ ర్యాంకింగ్లో ఈరోజు ఆంధ్ర రాష్ట్రం 9వ స్థానంలో ఉంది, 5 సంవత్సరాల్లో 3వ స్థానానికి మీరు తీసుకురావాలి. ఆంధ్ర రాష్ట్రంలో మన అనేక ప్రభుత్వ యూనివర్సిటీలు ఉన్నాయి, కనీసం ఒక్క యూనివర్సిటీ అయినా టాప్ 100 యూనివర్సిటీస్ ఇన్ వరల్డ్లో తీసుకురమ్మని గౌరవ ముఖ్యమంత్రి గారు నాకు ఆదేశాలు జారీ చేశారు. It's neither a joke nor magic. It requires concerted efforts from all of us, right from the government, faculty, academicians, alumni in particular, and the industrialists. I want to take this opportunity to extend a heartfelt appeal to you, our distinguished alumni. You are the pride of the universities and the torch bearers of its illustrious legacies. Your achievements across diverse fields are a testament to the solid foundations laid by Andhra University. Now it is time to give back to this institution that gave us so much. Mentoring our current students is one of the most impactful ways you can contribute. Your guidance, drawn from your rich professional and personal experience, can help shape the aspirations and careers of our young minds who are in front of us. By becoming mentors, you can inspire and empower them to dream big, work hard, and achieve greatness. We will create a platform for all the alumni for a meaningful participation and partnership in rebuilding the ecosystem of higher education of excellence. I would like to thank GMR Garu for offering his service. Sir, rest assured, after this meeting, I will pester you on a daily basis to ensure that we create an advisory board of sorts for this great institution, and we will work together in ensuring that Andhra University finds its lost glory. Industry Connect is also a critical step to strengthen Andhra University. As alumni, you are in unique position to bridge the gap between academia and industry. Your networks and influence can pave the way for partnership that brings internships, live projects, and real-world insights to our students. These connections will not only enhance the employability of our graduates, but also position Andhra University as a hub for innovation and research. The government of Andhra Pradesh is fully committed to the revival of Andhra University. We have launched a series of initiatives aimed at improving infrastructure, modernizing the curriculum, enhancing the overall academic experience. Faculty recruitment drives are underway to attract the best talent, ensuring our students are mentored by top-notch educators. As the Minister for Education, I am committed to transforming education from KG to PG. Our gross enrollment ratio in higher education has stagnated around 25%. Our key initiatives include a curriculum overall, modernizing the curriculum to meet global standards, focused academics, ensuring teachers concentrate on teaching while administrative tasks are handled separately, adequate staffing, recruitment process will be expedited to ensure universities are adequately staffed, and maximizing funds by leveraging every available central, state, and alumni funds for the development of higher education institutions. With the support from multiple sources, we wish to ensure Andhra University to establish an artificial center of excellence to become a global incubation hub with world-class facility. And soon we will have one major announcement coming to Andhra University. Without hesitation, I'd like to give one stark reality and dichotomy. We at the universities and higher education institutions are taking students for 3-4 year graduation courses but miserably failed making them job ready. Whereas training centers elsewhere are able to make them job ready in 3-4 months. It's a serious problem to be addressed on a war footing, and we as state government are committed to it. Government of Andhra Pradesh has taken the prestigious project called Skill Census, wherein skill profile of all citizens are assessed, skill gaps are identified, and skill training shall be imparted for upskilling, reskilling, and to make them not only relevant for jobs, but to give them a lifelong journey of learning. Likewise, profiles of all students in the university shall be created with their passion, aspirations. A skill passport shall be created and connect them to the mentor industry for training and make them job ready. We shall also bring out an Andhra model of education, revamping the entire academic landscape by making curriculum industry oriented and graduates with enterprising abilities with greater confidence to face the new challenges in the world. However, we should never forget the importance of value-based education, including civic awareness, humanism, treating women with due respect, and environmental sustainability. Finally, let us work hand in hand to rebuild Andhra University into an institution that not only meets but excels in global standards of excellence. Let us ensure that this university continues to nurture generations of leaders in all walks of life. Entrepreneurs, technocrats, professionals, artists, social scientists, public administrators, and of course, politicians who will shape the future of our nation and beyond. Today, when we had the introduction and the anthem song played, I saw a lot of alumni, illustrious alumni. But I feel we have missed a generation, and all of you here should take the pride of Andhra University forward. As we move forward, I invite each one of you to be part of this transformational journey. Let us pledge today to bring back the glory of Andhra University, making it a symbol of excellence, innovation, and inspiration once again. Thank you, and I look forward to your valuable contributions. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Wow, that was amazing. Rebuilding the glory of Andhra University, you said, Minister. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing our vision. We're really honored. So, our chief guest needs no introduction. Here is a man who speaks little but delivers more. Here is a man who started life in humble beginnings and now leads the most respected establishment of our country, and how. He stands as tall as the structures he creates, still humble. We have a short video capturing his 40-year journey in L&T. Sir, with your permission, we'd like to play that video. Sir, with your permission, we'd like to play your video. Thank you.
Began with Baha'i, then with SNS's 40-year story. You made a mark with your very first venture and started a 4-decade-long adventure. You began with Baha'i, then with BSE Tower and ICICI, you reached for the sky. You can read how the market ticks. High-tech city, high-techs and ready-mix. You sailed to new shores and unlocked closed doors. At your fingertips, you had all the facts as you bid for major contracts. Higher and higher you soared, In 2011, you joined the L&T board. By giving wings to town and city, you enhanced India's connectivity. We say it often, we say it aloud. L&T makes the nation proud. Building the world's tallest statue was a feat. In 33 months, every benchmark you beat. Your motto, plan daringly, execute caringly. You don't rest, you are always on the go. And in 2017 became MD and CEO. In 2023, Chairman and MD, fitting recognition of a leader extraordinary. You have touched the peak. Still, there are new vistas you seek. You are a future thinker, tomorrow's man, forever conceiving a fresh idea, a new plan. Fusing brick and mortar with technology, you created wonders for all to see. Your message to the youth, push the envelope and never lose hope. Charming, assertive, quick thinking and bold. A versatile leader who's broken the mold. Now it's time to celebrate and say cheers. At L&T you've seen 40 glorious years.
Thank you. Thank you. That's in a very, very short synopsis, the chief guest that we have for you. I request Dr. Kumar Raja to introduce our chief guest, and then we'll invite you for your address, sir. So just allow us to introduce you. Just allow us to introduce you.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, distinguished guests, respected faculty, cherished alumni, and dear students, good evening to all of you. It's a moment of great pride and honor to be here with you all for WASE 2024, Andhra University's annual alumni meet. This occasion is a celebration of shared legacy, the milestones we achieved, and the enduring bonds that tie us to Andhra University, an esteemed institution of our nation. It is my distinct pleasure to introduce to you our distinguished chief guest, a visionary leader, an exemplary professional, and inspiring human being, Sri S.N. Subramanian Garu, fondly known as Sri SNS. Sri S.N. Subramanian is the chairman and managing director of Larsen & Toubro, is a towering figure in the world of engineering, infrastructure, and technology. In his tenure at L&T, he guided the organization to the unprecedented heights, establishing it as a global powerhouse across diverse industries. This year marks a remarkable milestone in his journey, a 40 years association with L&T, a testament to his commitment, vision, and transformative leadership. Let us take a moment to extend our heartfelt congratulations to Sri SNS Garu for his extraordinary achievements. Hailing from Chennai, Sri Subramanian's illustrious journey began with a degree in civil engineering from the National Institute of Technology, Kurukshetra, followed by a postgraduate degree in business management from Symbiosis Institute of Business Management, Pune, and an executive management program from the London Business School. Starting as a project planning engineer in 1994, he rose through the ranks, leaving an indelible mark on L&T's infrastructure business and transforming it into India's largest and among the biggest globally. Under his leadership, L&T has delivered iconic projects like the Statue of Liberty,
Ayodhya Ram Mandir, just to have seen the clipping, Narendra Modi Stadium, and Atal Setu, among many others. Each of these achievements reflects his visionary mindset and ability to turn ambitious ideas into reality. Sri Subramanian has spearheaded L&T's foray into uncharted territories, driving his expansion across Middle East, Africa, and Asia, while embracing digitalization, green energy, and a people-first culture. His leadership has earned L&T's prestigious recognitions, including being named among Forbes' World's Best Employer and Asia's Most Honored Companies. Beyond his professional triumphs, Sri SNS Garu is a multifaceted individual, a cricket enthusiast, an avid runner, and a lover of Western classic music. He exemplifies the balance between professional excellence and personal passion. As a recipient of numerous accolades, including the Eminent Engineer Award this year and a feature on Fortune magazine cover as India's best CEO, Sri SNS Garu continues to inspire the generations with his visionary leadership. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in extending a warm and a resounding welcome to our esteemed Chief Guest, Sri S.N. Subramanian Garu. Sir, please.
Good evening. Come on, you guys are dead. Good evening. Thank God I did some engineering, I was able to put it back. Nice to be here. Good evening once again. Finally some life, okay. So, it's a pleasure to be back in a university and not been to one for a very long time. And when G.M. Rao Garu called me to his native place to see two massive institutions today, took my head off. The G.M. Rao Garu Foundation, the various institutes that he has created there, the engineering college, the medical college, the general institutes, the skill training institutes, the sports institutes, and many of the facilities which I did not have the time to see was something really mind-boggling. I could make a fun presentation there. I did ask whether I could do the same fun presentation. They said, no, ministers are here, members of parliament are here, very senior people are here, you have no right to do all those things. So I said I'll speak in a very straight and clean manner. So that's what I'm trying to do. Let me try my best. So, Mr. Nara Lokesh, lovely meeting you, sir. And great that you could find time to come here on this pre-100th celebration of this lovely and beautiful university, which is very well known. Mr. G.M. Rao Garu, it's always a pleasure. In fact, my career in L&T is because of him, that many people don't talk about it, but I have to tell it. I have no inhibition in telling it. As G.M. Rao grew faster, my promotions also became faster. So I only pray to God that he keeps growing faster, but I have no more promotions to get. But, but I hope he continues to grow from that point of view. My career was doing projects for G.M. Rao Group, and the Hyderabad airport, the Delhi airport. We missed the Goa airport, but now we are doing the Bhogapuram airport. We hope to complete it. When Mr. G.M. Rao Garu was telling December 26, Nara Lokesh was telling me June 26. I was thinking of what to answer. So I'll find a middle date, September 26, we'll complete it. So that's the way it is. So, and it's terrific to see some of these beautiful edifices being put up in this country, because airports are an entry point to any country or any state or any city. And when you have these lovely looking structures, you really feel attracted to visit the city again and again, not only for the airport, because the airport looks good, the city has to look good, right? So that's the way the world is. But Mr. Dr. Adinarayana Rao, orthopedic surgeon, so lovely to hear your history. I don't know much about you, but the kind of operations you've done, the kind of people you have treated is mind-boggling. I don't think people like me will achieve anywhere near even 0.01% of what you have done. But having said that, phenomenal achievement and mind-boggling achievement, sir. Full credit to you and your family. Dr. R. Sasi Prada, former Director of Medical Education, Government of Andhra Pradesh. Sri Bharat, Member of Parliament. I just got to know him, and very easygoing gentleman, nice to speak to. So lovely speaking to you and lovely meeting you, sir. We'll be in touch. And I didn't know he runs one of the largest education institutions in this part of the country, and great meeting you, sir. Mr. M.R.D. Shankar Rao, Chairman, Andhra University Alumni Association. I think that's phenomenal to have, 300,000 students and keeping in touch with them with the register and sending email to them and managing it. He said it's simply brilliantly done, and lovely to see many of Mr. G.M. Rao's classmates, batchmates and friends sitting all there. I'm surprised because even my yesterday's friend is not coming when I call him, and you all come after 55 years to this function is really brilliant. That is superb networking and fantastic way of connecting with people. And he has done it without email and all that in those days, and still you're all connected. So really brilliant. So I don't know why they invented email. They should have invented G.M. Rao, and it would have all been done. Mr. Dr. K. Kumar Raja, Vice Chairman, Andhra University Alumni Association. Professor G. Sasibhushan Rao, Vice Chancellor, Andhra University. And BVN Garu, GBS Garu, I think he's not there, but Srinivas Garu, IPR Garu, all these are people whom I've grown up with, and lovely to meet all of you. I thought instead of getting into the typical thing of university and all that, I will tell you some four things which I believe will affect humankind as we go forward. And I think that's very important for us to perceive and understand. I'll not take much time about it because I sense a sense of unease, and many of you have been sitting here for more than 2 hours now. I guess many of you want to go to washrooms. The volunteers there are preventing you, so I'll try to do it very fast. So one is a human change, right? There's a massive human change occurring. I don't know how many of you are realizing it, understanding it. The world is getting into a very difficult situation because of this human change. One is the migration from the southern part of America to the northern part of America, because simply wealth is there, money is there, and food is there. The second is a massive movement of population from Africa into Europe. What the Byzantine Empire could not do, what Genghis Khan could not do, the modern invasion is doing that the huge amount of population from Africa is moving into Europe, and that is creating cultural issues, that's creating ghettos, that's creating difference in how people get along with each other and how people behave with each other. And that will lead to huge problems in many parts of not only Eastern Europe, but also Western Europe. There are also problems in our part of the world, migration from Bangladesh into India because of the economic issues there. Migration within the states, we have a reverse problem there. If I tell you, will you believe me, we employ about 400,000 laborers at any given point of time. If I tell you today I'm not getting laborers, it's be a very surprising thing. And when I tell it to many of my foreign counterparts, they're stunned. A country of 1.4 billion people, SNS, and you say you can't get laborers? I said, yes, we are not getting. At the moment, we need about 45 to 50,000 laborers. This is because in India, the reverse thing is happening. People are not migrating. The reason being that, number one, I think the economy is doing reasonably well. That 6 to 8% growth, okay, one quarter it went down, leave that as an aberration. And therefore, there is reasonable amount of economic activity in every town and villages. Normally in India, the migration was from the eastern states to the western and southern states, which are reasonably much more economically well developed. But that's not happening at the same momentum as that was happening, let's say, prior to COVID. Second, I think the implementation of the MREGA scheme and implementation of some other schemes like electrification and Har Ghar Jal Mission, etc., is providing necessary facilities to people right at where they stay. And therefore, there's not much of a need to migrate to difficult places like Bombay, Vizag, Delhi, wherever to sit and work, because at the end of the day, when you migrate, you're in a different situation, you're in a foreign situation, you have to manage tough life, etc., etc., and your family is somewhere else. Most important also, there's another set of area which is booming very well, which is the Middle East. Middle East is really booming with the present oil prices. A lot of migrations of Indians to Middle East. We're doing quite reasonably well in Middle East. And I'd gone to the Saudi and many of the Middle Eastern kingdoms to request the head of ministry there in charge of labor, but they also have what is called a Saudiization, and they have quota system for laborers. So many times I've gone there to request them to allow more Indian laborers to be employed by us, because we're not getting people from some other parts of the world which we normally get. And therefore, all this is becoming issues which we are unable to grapple with. What this means is companies like us will find it difficult to grow, because we grow only if people are employed. We still do the brick and mortar work, and therefore we need labor. The second form of migration that is happening is all you highly educated, lovely looking boys and girls do not want to join this business called construction. Because, we make you stand at site and tie a piece of rod and put some shuttering and pour some concrete, and you guys don't like it. All of you are used to this beautiful air-conditioned auditorium, and therefore you want to sit in front of the piano and play the piano, the computer keyboard, I mean. And therefore nobody wants to come and work in the construction site. I have a joke which says CSR is equal to BP. CSR is not corporate social responsibility. It's concrete shuttering reinforcement. BP is not blood pressure. BP is blood pressure. It is not, BP is not blood pressure. BP is, that brick and plaster work. So CSR is equal to BP, and that none of you like to do it, because all of you want to play in front of the computer, or you like to work in a retail shop. And therefore all this is leading to a point where you're not able to attract the best of talent to work in an industry like where I am, or you're not able to get labor to pour the CSR that I'm talking about. So this is a very unique problem. The next issue that is coming in the human capital is the population. I think there's a general fertility decline across the globe. India is still very high, but India is also declining. Maybe certain parts of the western and southern states are declining a lot more than the northern states. That's got certain other issues to go with. I'm not an expert in that. But having said that, generally the world is seeing a decline in fertility, and two, the aging of the population. And this will lead to many other repercussions and issues which my mind cannot think about, but I think the thinker tankers have to think about and decide how to go about it. That's one main point that I thought I'll flag it out. Second point that I'd like to highlight is the sustainability issues. Not many of us apply our mind onto it. We still feel that is somebody else's problem. You see the stubble burning in certain parts of the country. You see the pollution created by the coal plants. You see the oil spills and various forms of carbon created by the ICE vehicles, as they call, internal combustion engines, and that's rapidly changing. The advent of companies like Tesla, BYD, and India now Ola, and many EV vehicles that have come about by various automobile companies has suddenly shifted the fulcrum from an oil consumption to an electric vehicle consumption. We never thought about it for some time. In our own country, with fantastic policies from the central government, you suddenly find huge amount of solar plants have come up in many parts of the country, especially in Rajasthan and Gujarat, where fair amount of land is available because of the desert or the salt kind of situation. If I can tell you that another 50 to 60 gigawatts of solar plants will come up in Rajasthan and Gujarat in the next few years because land is available in plenty. We ourselves are building nearly 8 gigawatts in Saudi Arabia. We ourselves can't believe it. And Saudi economy, which was producing 12 million barrels of oil per day, is now come down to 8 million barrels of oil a day because one, the general oil consumption has come down across the world. Second, Saudi realized that 30% of the oil they produce was being burnt internally and they could not sell it outside to make that $75-80 per barrel. So they are now using solar power to funnel that and thereby reducing the dependence on internal oil consumption and selling oil more. So these are all revolutionary changes that are occurring. Wind was never thought about. Of course, India is not endowed with too much wind except for some in the southern part of the country and some in the middle, in the Solapur, other areas, and maybe in Gujarat area. But wind is still very costly from an Indian point of view. Trust me if I tell you, some of the world's largest wind platforms, these are very unique platforms where there are huge jackets which goes into the sea and huge HVDC and HVAC platforms are being fabricated by us in a yard at Katupalli, not very far away from here. So these are 35,000 tons, 55,000 tons of fabrication, which we then take it by barge into North Sea or into the US Atlantic coast, and then we erect it onto the sea there to generate wind. These are 15 megawatt wind farms, and there is one which is nearly 20 megawatt of turbine which is going on. So these are absolutely radical changes which are occurring. This does not mean that the oil form is going to go away, but what it says is that there's a new form of energy coming up which is renewable or clean. Nuclear was a bad word. Can you believe it now when you say that Microsoft is going to buy 3 Mile Island? Can you trust me now when I say Google is going to build its own nuclear power plant? That situation is very difficult. In India, L&T cannot buy a nuclear power plant. But in the United States, it's happening because huge data centers are coming up, which are power guzzlers because of the data they use. And therefore, these companies find the grid is not able to supply, and they're buying huge nuclear power plants, clean energy, to power the data centers. This is a phenomenon which is unheard of and it's happening too rapidly, too fast. Suddenly people are talking about small reactors and medium reactors, which are 5 megawatt, 20 megawatt, maybe 200 megawatt. And we are also talking to some of these guys to see whether we can make it in India. Still in India, the regulations are not there because anything to do with nuclear has got the Civil Nuclear Liability Act, and also the fact that NPC is the only company allowed to do nuclear power plants. But who knows, when necessity arises, things change, and things change very radically and rapidly. So the clean energy is becoming a different way to look at it. The green energy is becoming a different way to look at it. One never heard of hydrogen as a fuel. It's a cryogenic fuel. It can burn fast. But suddenly hydrogen is being talked about, and not normal hydrogen, but green hydrogen. So you make solar or wind, and then you burn the water, separated hydrogen and oxygen, and hydrogen used as a fuel, as fuel cells, etc., maybe transported as ammonia, reconverted into hydrogen and used. It is still very costly compared to the normal fuel, but at some point of time, if hydrogen comes below $1.5 per kilogram, it is as good as oil at about $65–70 per barrel, and you can have hydrogen as an alternate fuel. So sustainability is going to become a very, very important factor in the world as we go forward, because not only from a climatic point of view, the temperatures are rising, we find it difficult, but at the same time, if the world has to survive, and the climatic change from 1.5 degrees centigrade, around that it has to be kept, unless you radically change your mind and do something different. I can tell you the more advanced countries with their clout will put out norms that if you are not sustainable, if you are not green, you will not be allowed to export. You will not be allowed to visit their countries. So all these kind of funny norms will come. And if we don't anticipate it and change ourselves to be somewhat where we need to be, we'll find it difficult. An investment coming into a state, if the state is not having enough green power, the investment will move away from the state to another state. And that's what the leadership should think about, because these are all dramatic changes that occur. The third point that I'd like to emphasize on is the digital change, which is totally stunning, right? It's a terrible thing that is going to happen. This is making people like me outdated, absolutely outdated. You can say I run a highly technologically complex company, but I can tell you 90% of my mind is seeing bullshit in front of me because I just don't understand this technological change. I go into my office and suddenly somebody says, sir, AI use kar raha hu, Gen A use kar raha hu, Chat GPT use kar raha hu, machine learning use kar raha hu. I know concrete shuttering reinforcement. I don't understand many of these things. Today, in this university, I had a chance, the professor took me to one of the AI labs there, some very young kids, maybe younger than my son also, doing all kinds of AI work, and they're so enthusiastic in explaining to me. GM Rao did not allow me to spend too much time there because we had to come here, the minister was coming. But, you know, very exciting it was what they were doing, and one guy had even found a bike with some LFP technology, and these are forerunners of what can happen in the world. Digital technology is amazingly changing the world. Can I tell you, in our workshop at Hazira, one welder sitting in one air-conditioned booth is now doing 3 overlay weldings of huge reactors. Impossible to conceive. Frankly speaking, this welder can sit in his house and do the welding. And these are very complex overlay weldings, which very few companies on earth do it. And that's the way technology has changed. And he's sitting in an air-conditioned booth because in his house there's no air conditioner. Hazira gets hot in summer, nearly 40–42 degrees centigrade and humid. This guy is able to sit in his booth. The tea comes there, the flux comes there, the electrodes comes there. He is cool, and he says, why should I go home and work for 12 hours? And we are very cool because the productivity has gone up terrifically, and we are able to do many of our products faster than what we are normally able to do. So that's the rapid change that is happening. We also introduce AI. For example, when you do a weld, now you take thousands of welds that you have done before, put it all into the computer, and if the weld goes wrong, the thickness goes wrong, the depth of weld is wrong, it is able to point out that something is wrong. The welder is able to understand it because all that is put into the screen in front of him, and he does his immediate correction, doesn't need an engineer, doesn't need a manager. The entire hierarchy is not required. The workman is an AI engineer, and that's the way things work. And this is a rapid change that is happening in the world. Many of us are not understanding it, and this is going to sweep us across. The new solution being thought about, like people like Elon Musk, is humanoid, or computer connected to the brain, or maybe installed inside the brain. And the brain will be fed with AI and will tell you what to do. When you look at the amount of food, it will tell you what to eat. And looking at your heart or diabetic condition, it may tell you what to eat and what not to eat. And you know, these kinds of things are conceivable today, which was not conceivable a few years back. So I think there's a dramatic change in the world, and therefore all you young boys and girls sitting out there, I tell you, the world is very promising and terrifically full of opportunities for all of you. Just my little company is sitting with a backlog of nearly 6 lakh crores. That is 3 years of work. And we need all of you to join. And if you give your application, I'll recruit all of you. So that's the kind of opportunity that is available, not only in India, in the parts of the world that we are prevalent and present. And therefore, plenty of things to do, plenty of opportunities to have. And I was not surprised when the Vice Chancellor told me that 85% of the students who are graduating are getting absorbed in one company or the other. And that's the way the world is. Just simply astonishing amount of work available, astonishing amount of things to do. And India itself, you see, it's a steady government, both in the center and the states, very young leaders coming to the top, which is refreshing. I don't know how many of you know Carnegie Mellon, Stanford, MBA. I don't know how many leaders in the world are like that. I think you must be one or two like that. And therefore, this is an incredible situation that you have, because Mr. Naidu himself is technologically far advanced, and now his son is becoming more than him, and therefore it's a plus situation for Andhra Pradesh, and a mind-boggling situation out here. And I can tell you this is just never-ending story, and it's a very prosperous situation. So, ladies and gentlemen, really appreciate you letting me speak what I wanted to speak in a manner that I speak, and without any PowerPoint or presentations. I'm not used to this because I'm not a politician, and therefore it's a little difficult for me to talk just like that, but I think I managed it. But wonderful to be here in front of all of you in this great time when you're celebrating the birth anniversary of the founder, Vice Chancellor Sir C.R. Reddy. And more important, I think next year is your 100th year. How many institutions have been alive for 100 years? You are a very rare gem, let me tell you that. And that many of your alumni are achieved fantastic things in the world, two Nobel laureates, one president, vice president, people like J.M. Rao Garu. I think it's an unbelievable university, and it's got miles to go, and beautiful campus of 500 acres. Where do you get it? And everything going for you guys. I think most important, I think maybe the last time I come to Vizag before the Christmas and New Year, let me take the opportunity to wish all of you, your families, your loved ones, a very Merry Christmas, a very happy, prosperous, lovely, great, superb and fantastic New Year. All the very best in everything that you do. God bless all of you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Thank you for inspiring millions of youth. Thank you for your great vision and dedication to the nation. It was just an amazing positivity that, we just got to hear just now. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. So we just have a small presentation to be given to the chief guest. Innovation is the key to progress, and Andhra University is at the forefront. Tara Mandal is a startup founded by 5 enthusiastic Andhra University Electrical Engineering Department in 2023. Please come forward. Recently, it has been listed in Forbes Select 200 companies with global business potential for the year 2024. Now, the Tara Mandal team is presenting a 3D printed prototype lab model to the Honorable Chief Guest, Sri S. N. Subramanian. I request VC Garu, Sri Sasibhushan Rao to present. I request VC Garu to present this to the Chief Guest, please. We have Professor Mallikarjun and the Tara Mandal team who's here to present the model to the Chief Guest. So no video. Thank you, team. Thank you, Tara Mandal team. SNS sir, there is a small presentation which we'll share with you offline. Due to lack of time, we are not able to show the presentation. Thank you. Thank you, team Tara Mandal. We are really proud of you. Thank you. I'd like to invite a few illustrious. Thank you, team. Thank you, Tara Mandal team. SNS sir, there is a small presentation which we'll share with you offline. Due to lack of time, we are not able to show the presentation. Thank you. Thank you, team Tara Mandal. We are really proud of you. Thank you. I'd like to invite a few illustrious alumni onto the stage for felicitation, please. Sri T. Balamurali Krishna, educationist. Professor A. Prasanna Kumar, former rector, Andhra University. Sri Dakshinamurthy, President, Gayatri Educational Institute. Sri Vishweshwar Rao, who is an educationist. I request you to kindly come on the stage, sir, for a felicitation. I'd like to honor the illustrious alumni of Andhra University, Sri T. Balamurali Krishna, educationist, Professor A. Prasanna Kumar, former rector, Andhra University, Sri Dakshinamurthy, President, Gayatri Educational Institute, Sri Vishweshwar Rao, educationist. Can we have the mementos, please? I request the Chief Guest, I request the Honorable Minister, I request Dr. G.M. Rao to felicitate our distinguished guests. Please, alumni. Yes, sir. So after felicitation. I request the Minister, I request the Chief Guest, I request Dr. G.M. Rao to felicitate the illustrious alumni, please. I'd like to now invite Dr. Deva Puranam, Senior Partner and Vice President, PMA Consultants, who's contributed to Andhra University and who'd like to contribute more in the next few years. Ms. Dr. Deva Puranam, can we have you on the stage, please? Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you all. Thank you, illustrious alumni. Thank you very much. I request Dr. Deva Puranam, who already announced. Yes, Sri Dakshinamurthy, President, Gayatri Educational Institute, already announced. Vishweshwara Rao, Sri Vishweshwara Rao Garu, Dakshinamurthy Garu, A. Prasanna Kumar Garu, and Balamurali Krishna Garu. Thank you, sirs. Thank you very much. I request one more felicitation of Dr. Deva Puranam, Senior Partner and Vice President, PNA Consultants. I request the Chief Guest to felicitate Dr. Deva Puranam. He's contributed a lot to Andhra University and he is a very, very distinguished alumni who would like to contribute further. Thank you. I request Vice Chancellor to do the felicitation along with the Minister and Chief Guest, please. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone. I request the illustrious alumni to be accompanied back. Thank you. Release of the souvenir. Release of the souvenir. Release of souvenir. Thank you. Thank you. I request the illustrious alumni to be accompanied back, please. I request the Chief Guest, Minister Dr. G.M. Rao to be on the stage for release of the souvenir. Go fast. So just give me 5 minutes. We'll do the release and then we can speak. Just have a seat. Yes, sir. Please have a seat. Please have a seat. the Honorable Minister, the Chief Guest, the Guest of Honor, and all the honorable guests to please come together for release of the souvenir. This is the Andhra University Alumni Association Waves 2024 souvenir. I request the EC members. Thank you. Sir. So the moment is here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give a standing ovation. Let's give a standing ovation for the felicitation of the guests. Can I have the mementos on stage, please? Mementos. So may I request Dr. So we'd like to felicitate our guest of honor first, Dr. Adinarayana Rao. Dr. Adinarayana Rao to be felicitated. I request the chief guest to felicitate Dr. Adinarayana Rao. Madam, I request you to come forward, please. I request Madam to come forward, please. Thank you. Thank you. I request Minister to felicitate our chief guest, Shri S.N. Subramanian, the Chairman and Managing Director, L&T. Sir, this is a very handicraft that is made in this region. It is called Etikopa dolls. I request Dr. G.M. Rao to present this. I present the memento to Minister Lokesh Garu. I request the Vice Chancellor also to come forward, please. I request, what is this? Just wait, keep it. I request Dr. G.M. Rao to felicitate Suraj Subramanian, son of Sri S.N. Subramanian. Suraj, I request you to go forward, please. I request Dr. G.M. Rao to felicitate Suraj Subramanian. Suraj, please go forward. I request Dr. G.M. Rao to felicitate Suraj Subramanian, is the son of our chief guest, Sri S.N. Subramanian. He is a very, very enterprising young kid. Thank you so much. At this moment, I'd like to acknowledge the L&T officials and team who are here with us today, who've come here to support us. Thank you very much to all of you guys. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your love. Yes, sir. After this video.
Honorable Minister, Sri Lokesh Garu, Sri G.M. Rao Garu, other honorable distinguished members, I want to say something that is not known to many. December 10th is the 150th birthday of Jayanti of Dr. C.R. Reddy. One more thing, please. In 1961, Madras Chief Justice Rajamanar Garu, he came and addressed the Andhra University convocation. I was present on the petition in the audience. Rajbannar Garu said something that is extraordinary. He said, university is very fortunate. Ladies and gentlemen, one thing you must remember, there is no university, especially GM Brother, there is no university in India which does not have a qualification achievement which Andhra University has. Why? When Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore addressed Andhra University in 1933, I was not born then. C.V. Raman, second Nobel laureate, was in audience. Radhakrishnan, Vice Chancellor, was in presidential chair. Such a thing has not happened anywhere in India. When Tagore addressed, when Radhakrishnan presided, and when C.V. Raman was in audience, 3 Bharat Ratnas worked in Andhra University. Please remember that. That is the greatness of Andhra University. And we also remember one important thing. Rajbannar said in a speech, brilliant speech, people in Andhra University are very lucky because there is a sea on one side, restless, dynamic, moving, and very, very advanced in many things. There is noise in the sea. There is tradition. There is permanence between the greenery of the mountain and the roar of the sea. There is an echo, and that echo, between the roar of the sea and the echo of the valley you are studying. That's what he said. I was present on the occasion. Therefore, this is an extraordinary occasion. And ladies and gentlemen, please remember, we are celebrating the 150th day on December 10th. That is a very important point. Therefore, please remember, Andhra University is not an ordinary university. In India, when no university had that distinction. When Tagore was addressing, first Nobel laureate, second Nobel laureate, C.V. Raman was an audience, and a man as eminent as these 2 Nobels, Radhakrishnan was in presidential chair. A gentleman who was my friend, I was not born then, he came and told me that was the best occasion for Andhra University, on very auspicious occasion. That is why, నేను ఎప్పుడైనా యూనివర్సిటీకి వెళ్ళినప్పుడు వైస్ ఛాన్సలర్ గారిని కలిసినప్పుడు ఎప్పుడు ఈ మధ్య కలవలేదు అనుకోండి, ఆంధ్ర యూనివర్సిటీని పాడు చేయడం చాలా కష్టం అని అంటాను. It is not easy to spoil Andhra University. It has a strength of its own. It has produced wonderful people, and Andhra University has brought pride to the 3 Bharat Ratnas were there. Vakshakundam Visvesvaraya was Professor of Technology, he was a Bharat Ratna. C.V. Raman was a Bharat Ratna. Radhakrishnan became a Bharat Ratna. And such an honor no university can boast of in India. That is it. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. J.M. Rao, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I request everybody to stand for the national anthem. So we are ready for the national anthem whenever you are. I request everybody to stand by for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उज्जल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय जय जय
Jai Hind. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated while our dignitaries depart the venue. Ladies and gentlemen, I request you to kindly be seated and allow the minister and the dignitaries to leave the venue. Kindly bear with us for 5 more minutes. Thank you. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your presence.
अच्छा